From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at news headlines. A leadership change is coming to Wabash Valley College as longtime WVC president and IECC vice chancellor of student affairs, Dr. Matt Fowler, has announced his intent to retire at the end of his current contract, June 30th, 2027. Current IECC Dean of Students and former Wabash County State's Attorney Cassandra Goldman has been tabbed as his replacement. Dr. Fowler's WVC career began in 1999 as a faculty member. He served as Dean of Instruction before becoming president in 2007. Fowler said working with Wabash Valley was, quote, one of the greatest honors of his professional life. IECC Chancellor Ryan Gower called Fowler a strong leader for WVC. Cassandra Goldman has been named Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs and President-designate for WVC. She'll begin working alongside Dr. Fowler this July 1st to ensure a smooth transition. At IECC, Goldman has served as Director of International Program and Dean of Students. That's second in command in the Student Affairs Division that she'll soon lead. Of Goldman, Chancellor Gower said, quote, she has demonstrated strong leadership and a deep commitment to our students and mission. Goldman said the opportunity is especially meaningful because of her personal connection to WVC, where she herself graduated. Dr. Fowler will continue in his current role during the transition period, ensuring stability and continuity as IECC prepares for this next chapter of leadership at Wabash Valley College. Looking at area arrests tonight, Grayville Police Chief Mason Seigel responded just before 11 a.m. to Road Ranger, where a female employee reported that 49-year-old Brian Allender had reportedly held a cell phone under a bathroom stall in attempt to record her. This happened earlier this week. Allender claimed he had deleted the content and was subsequently arrested and charged with unauthorized recording. His phone was seized. WFIW says a search warrant is being sought to collect further evidence. Wayne County deputies arrested 62-year-old Cloyce R. Chip Crickman of Golden Gate following a traffic stop Monday on Highway 15 east of Fairfield for DUI of alcohol and improper lane usage. He was later released on a notice to appear. WRUL reports that less than a month after a motion was filed to not prosecute on charges of possession of meth and meth delivery after a drug bust netting 10 total arrests and more than 430 grams of meth, James Christian Stevens, one of the homeowners in that November raid, is back behind bars. Carmi police report he was arrested Monday for domestic battery. The alleged victim, a 28-year-old female, while a 2-year-old was also present, according to the report. Also Monday afternoon, about 15 hours after being arrested by police, 20-year-old Mahala Tibbs of Heron was arrested on the same charge as her prior arrest, that being driving while license suspended. And 2 people were arrested after Carmi police were called to their residence following an altercation. 42-year-old Danielle Conrad and 34-year-old Tiffany Persky were charged with domestic battery and taken to the White County Jail. The 5th District Court of Appeals in Mount Vernon has upheld both the conviction and 17.5-year prison sentence of Ronald D. Jolly of Fairfield on a charge of armed violence. WFIW says the 50-year-old Jolly was sentenced back in January 2024, stemming from a 2021 case. In his appeal, Jolly had argued that he should have received 1,030 days of jail time credit for his pretrial custody rather than the 115 days he was given. The state argued that Jolly had fully understood the plea agreement he received. The court upheld that sentence. In the incident, Jolly had fled from police, leading to a high-speed chase before eventually stopping his vehicle, running into a woods on foot. A .22 caliber rifle was recovered at the scene, and Jolly was apprehended the next day. By pleading guilty to the armed violence charge, Jolly had multiple other felony cases dismissed, and it was agreed he would serve 50% of the sentence. Jolly's currently held at the Graham Correctional Center in Hillsborough, not eligible for parole until January 6th of 2032. Meanwhile, Monday in Wabash County Court, 33-year-old Devin Britton of Evansville, Indiana, was sentenced after previously being found guilty by a jury on charges of aggravated domestic battery, aggravated battery of a peace officer, and 2 counts of criminal damage to property. Judge William Hudson sentenced Britton to the max, 7 years on both the aggravated domestic battery and aggravated battery charges. The sentences will run concurrently. He'll have to serve 85% of that 7-year sentence. He'll also serve 4 years of mandatory supervised release after prison. A restitution hearing is pending in the case. Meanwhile, 55-year-old Donald Scott Baird of Mount Carmel has been sentenced to 3 additional years in state prison, to be followed by 6 months of mandatory supervised release after being convicted of failing to report to a penal institution. The sentence runs consecutive to his previous 5-year sentence in a 2024 meth possession case. He had been ordered to report to the county jail in May of 25 but failed to show up. He was later arrested in July of that year. State's Attorney Kelly Storkman emphasized that failing to report to serve a lawfully imposed sentence is a serious offense and that her office will continue to pursue those violations to uphold accountability and protect the integrity of the justice system. Elsewhere tonight in area school board meetings at Monday's District 348 meeting, Superintendent Dr. Chuck Blyer updated members on proposed state legislation requiring districts to adopt policies restricting mobile phone device use during the school day. WSJD reports that Blyer says the plan from the state is expected to pass and take effect for the 27-28 school year. However, the current version of that proposal leaves much of the decision-making to the local districts, noting that District 348 already has policies in place that limit cell phone use, and he says schools often impose stricter controls than students experience outside the classroom. Blyer says that a new district committee, referred to as the Mobile Devices Council, is working to review current policies. One of the biggest challenges, he says, will be finding the right balance in areas like hallways, lunch periods, and dealing with open campus policies. Meanwhile, the board approved several summer maintenance projects totaling some $90,000. At Mount Carmel Elementary, $12,000 will be used to reseal and restripe the parking lot. At the grade school, $62,000 will be spent to replace 6 doors. Additional projects include over $7,000 for new awnings and more than $11,000 in restroom renovations aimed to improve cleanliness and to update the facility. Funding for the improvements come from the district's 1% sales tax fund, which is designated for facility upgrades and maintenance. WFIW reports that the Fairfield Grade School Board met Monday, hearing about recent bus maintenance, and they're working with 3 prospective bus drivers who are at various stages of the licensing process. Planned summer projects at Northside include roofing work, a tree removal, gravel work to expand staff parking, city road work in front of Northside, and ADA sidewalk improvements. Graduation will be held May 7th at 6 p.m. In personnel, the board accepted resignations of Laura Zerlini as 8th grade girls basketball coach, Mike Hart as assistant softball coach, and Emily Braden as speech pathologist at the end of the year. They also accepted the intent to retire from Marcia Puckett at the end of the school year and approved non-contractual wages, officials' rates, and the superintendent's salary. More to come. A look at your weather forecast is next, followed by a look at sports. Stay with us.
Spring is a great time for Jeeps. Lease a Jeep Grand Cherokee L for only $539 a month, or a 2026 Jeep Wrangler. Lease for only $330 a month. Fresh pricing is waiting for you at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. New season, new ride. Steve Faulkner Automotive has F-150s with 3.9% financing for 84 months, or lease a new Maverick for as low as $388 a month. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
When it comes to running a business, every decision counts, just like every play on the field. At the First National Bank, we help you step up to the plate with confidence. If you need a line of credit for operating expenses, equipment financing, commercial real estate loans, or even oil production loans, we're here to back your next big move. Stop by and talk with our team today, because at the First National Bank, your business is a home run for our community.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather. Another great day across the area. No precipitation out there. Plenty of sunshine. We'll see another day on tap like that tomorrow. 78 was our high today. 62 our low this morning. Back to above normal conditions across the region. Here's the map. As we put it in motion, you'll start to see some development coming in our way on Friday, but Thursday looks pretty good. Here comes that front back to the west. That will arrive late Thursday night into Friday morning, maybe more so into Friday morning. Showers and thunderstorms will be possible, and we'll see a decent amount of rainfall, it looks like, coming in with that system as it passes through. An isolated severe threat as well, just a level 1 marginal risk of severe weather for any storms that would form on Friday. Of course, we'll keep an eye on that. Rainfall totals preliminarily through 7 o'clock Friday night, around a ½ inch throughout much of the region. And again, we'll be fine-tuning that for you over the next 24 hours or so. Overnight, clear skies tonight. Lows will be in the mid-50s. On your Thursday, plenty of sunshine throughout the day. Highs get near 80 degrees once again. Thursday night into Friday, we start to see the development of those showers and storms with lows into the low 60s. And on Friday, showers and storms will be on the order. High temperatures cooler in the mid-70s. The rain will end, though, as we go toward the rest of the weekend. Clear tonight, 55 will be our low. Sunny tomorrow, 82. Those storms on Friday, 76. Respite from the rain for the weekend in the mid-70s. Then rain returns on Monday with storms in 79. Dry next Tuesday, and another smaller chance of rain next Wednesday. That's your forecast. Sports is next.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
811, if you're not familiar with that, it's a Julie program in the state of Illinois. It's actually nationwide, but that's a free service. The utilities take care of that. Customer wanting to dig or plant flowers or fence posts or something like that, call that service. Give us 2 business days. That's the law, 2 business days notice. We'll come out and we'll locate all the underground utilities in your area and make sure that you know where you're able to dig and you can dig safely, and we're protected and you're protected that way.
Time for sports here tonight. We begin with high school baseball yesterday in the Black Diamond. Carmi over El Dorado 6-4. Edwards County beat Hamilton County 14-0. Flora beat Fairfield 8-2. In the Cahokia, it was Freeburg over Salem 15-1. In the Greater Egyptian, NCOE over Crab Orchard 11-7. And in the Midland Trail, Wayne City beat Odin Patoka Sandoval 9-1. In the National Trail, North Clay beat South Central 15-0. Girls softball in the Diamond, Carmi beat El Dorado 15-0. Edwards County over Hamilton County 6-1. Flora over Fairfield 8-5. In the Cahokia, Freeburg beat Salem 10-0. In the Midland Trail, OPS beat Wayne City 10-0. In the National Trail, Dietrich beat North Clay 17-0. In high school track yesterday at the boys Bob Carnes relays at DuQuoin, Benton was first at 123. From our area, Fairfield was 5th overall at 62. 9 teams took part. At the girls Mattoon invite, Mount Zion first at 127. Robinson second at 82. Newton third at 69.5. Olney 6th at 43. Salem 7th at 21 as 11 teams took part. Boys tennis from earlier this week, Mount Carmel beat Robinson 6-3. College baseball yesterday, Wabash Valley gave up 11 runs in the first inning, falling on the road to John A. Logan 20-14. Frontier beat Lincoln Trail 12-2. Kaskaskia beat Olney Central 5-0. And in college softball, Wabash Valley won a previously suspended game over Kaskaskia 14-9 in 10 innings. They then split 2 full games with the Blue Angels. They won 11-7 but lost 4-0. That snaps the Lady Warriors' 8-game win streak. Elsewhere, Frontier beat Rend Lake 12-4 but fell 4-2. Olney Central sweeps Shawnee 7-6 and 4-3. That does it for us tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I've always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.